They believe in the Islamic religion, and in the South, they believe in Christianity because a lot of the missionaries that came over to Africa had a lot of influence on them. So in 1983, the northern government, they had this idea of trying to mobilize the whole country to be Islamic, including the South Sudanese people. And the South Sudanese people, they weren't very willingly to give up their faith, and they believed in Christ. So they took action to start, killing them, and they burned down the villages, rape women, take little boys to be child soldiers, and as young as 8, and they'd use them at their camp and things to do their work, and when they were old enough, they'll use them, for against their own people even. So with that, my parent at the time, my mom, she was probably in her mid-20s, and with 4 of my siblings, and during that time, my father is Diang, but my mom was first married to a gentleman named Nyang. He was killed that time, leaving my mom with a 4 years old, a 2 years old, and 6 years old, and an 8 years old. And during that time also, my mother children, they got kidnapped, all 4 of them. And from there, my mom basically had to take off and go on this journey from South Sudan to Ethiopia. And her and many other people, walk on foot to try to escape the war and find safety in Ethiopia, which is a neighboring country that bordered South Sudan. And along this journey, she told me, they had to cross rivers, go over mountains, and all kind of stuff. And a lot of the women and children, that went on this journey, and a couple of gentlemen, to try to go along as protection. But many of them, they had to remain in the South Sudan and try to defend those that couldn't escape, like our elders, And my mother, she said during this journey, there was a lot of people eaten by wild animals, children being snatched off women's arms, and people dying from starvation, dehydration, you name it, the worst that you could think of. And some people, just couldn't make it the journey because they'd get injured along the way. So it was a very difficult journey, but because God is so good, my mother, without all 4 children, they all were taken away from her, but she continued on this journey and got to Ethiopia, and in there she met my father, and from there, after that relationship, they had 6 of me and 6 of my siblings, and when a lot of South Sudanese people went to Ethiopia, they were there for maybe a year or 2, and then Ethiopian people started having issue among each other. So that again forced a lot of the South Sudanese people again to go on another journey.